Hi, my name is Melanie Weller, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what my truth is, since that's kind of out on a big scale with Oprah's speech last night at the Golden Globe Awards, and also just to let you know a little bit about how Beyond Calm and myself, how we're going to proceed in the next year and what sort of offerings are going to come about from that. I built my physical therapy practice as a stress management practice, and with a focus on vagus nerve decompression. And your vagus nerve is your 10th cranial nerve. It literally has its tentacles in pretty much every part of your body except your adrenal glands, which are also part of your stress mediating system. But classically, vagus nerve comes out of the base of your skull. It goes to some of your swallowing muscles. It mediates sweating. It mediates heart rate. It mediates your digestion. And so when you get stressed and you have a lump in your throat and your palms sweat and your heart races and you get constipation or diarrhea, those are all vagus-mediated functions. And I have a new term that I learned recently that's out of the engineering industry called crosswalk. And as I looked it up, it looks like it's officially called Schema crosswalk. Now, a schema is just according to the dictionary, is a representation of a plan or theory in the form of an outline or model. I also have one that Merriam-Webster describes it as a structured framework or plan, or a mental codification of an experience that includes a particular organized way of perceiving cognitively and responding to a complex situation or group or set of stimuli. And schema is a word that I'm going to talk about a lot more in the coming year, and so I was really excited to learn this crosswalk schema, or schema crosswalk, because when you crosswalk ideas, you take here, I'm going to read you the definition really quick so I don't get it backwards. A schema crosswalk is a table that shows equivalent elements in more than one database schema. So it shows people where to put the data from one scheme into a different scheme. And as passionate as I am about vagus nerve compression in your body and resolving that situation as part of stress management and mind-body health, this year I'm going to spend some time crosswalking it into other fields, into psychology and even into astrology and into many, many different domains. And that, going kind of a little more into what my truth is, one of my gifts is to be able to help, one, to meet people where they are, and two, to translate what's going on with them into a language that they can really understand. And some of that I just do to me, what seems very logically. And then some of it is a little more, involves a little bit more of kind of my psychic medium type skills. But I think that, for my business coach training, we talked a lot about what it's, the issues with being addicted to being right, and dismantling that in leaders and getting people to see what else is true, and that the truth is not a narrow tunnel; it's a 360-degree sphere. And so, I like to talk about this also in terms of fractals. Fractals and infinite pattern, and I love to look at this, how we are a fractal of the universe, and how the Earth's mechanics quite literally are mimicked within us and our DNA, and that some of our dysfunctions really drive us to resist the rotating with the Earth and with the seasons. And so, and I've done a lot of measuring angles and have my protractor out and really equating things, crosswalking the domains of the Earth's precessional cycle and your body's biomechanics, especially with respect to the vagus nerve. And Graham Hancock has done a beautiful job of crosswalking mythology of the Isis-Osiris myth to the Earth's precessional cycle, because all of the numbers in the Earth's precessional cycle are coded into the Isis-Osiris myth. And so I'm going to be bringing more of these kind of fractal patterns and codes to you in wrapped in a sort of a renewed schema. So I'm excited to do that. This year is going to be a big focus on fire and water. And I'm developing a class series around fire and water. And one of the things that I think is really cool is that in the Jewish Tetragrammaton, the first two letters of it are associated with fire and water. And so I'm, again, kind of pulling in a bunch of different things to connect them and crosswalk and help you really find your own truth. Because when you find your truth, that's really when your vagus nerve lets go and you get all the great health effects. And so I'm excited to bring you some new things to meet you where you are. And stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. So if you aren't already subscribed to Beyond Calm YouTube channel, please do so, and I'll keep you up to date. Thank you.